Show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey!
Hey, hello, fellas. Oh, look, it's my favourite friends. We've all come out to play. How are you, chaps? Look at you, all happy and smiley and beanie wearing and. What you got there, Rock? Ray? No, I know. Rock's got juice. What's Ray got?
Hot, warm coffee. It's a cinnamon bun with icing flavor, and it tastes so good. So good.
From a coffee making place, or is it one of those sort of little sachets, or a
Nah,
thing,
it's
or-
a little cup, put it in the machine. Boom.
Keurig.
Wow,
Keurig, yes.
Keurig.
Sorry, yes.
What's a Keurig?
Keurig.
Isn't that another name for a vicar?
It's a coffee pot. You put these little pods in, and they give
He
you.
knows what it is. He knows what it
Oh.
is. What's going on, Dre? What's
I
up?
don't. Ray, how are you, buddy? España, por favor. Brilliant stuff. No, but the thing that's always surprised us when my wife and I, Mrs. Rokk and I, have gone outside the UK is how few countries rely on kettles like we do, what we do in this country for making drinks. Because you don't. I mean, you use pans and clerics and things, and we use it put the old kettle on, put the kettle on, love, makes a cup of tea. That's what we do. But it doesn't happen in your world, does it?
I mean, my grandmother, she used to do the kettle and the thing, and I would hear it scare the crap out of me. It would just
thing, the whistle from the kettle.
I remember my grandmother. She used to do that.
Wow.
But
Wow. Well, no, we don't. Well, yes. Whatever. William, how are you, my friend?
I am great.
When you say you great, what's that? I mean, what, your singing voice or?
No, I checked the calendar, and it says spring. It doesn't look it outside, but
Oh.
it should be on the way. So
Yeah.
Pretty
No,
excited for that.
it is. I've ordered it. It's late. Just like my refund from Sony
storming.
Oh, for the headset.
for the headset. Yeah. I'm annoyed. They said I got an email on the 6th of March, and it said refund 5 to 10 days. No worries. Well, I'm now like 20 days from then. Well, not quite. 18 days from then.
Sounds
I
like a
haven't got
start
it.
to worry.
I'm starting to worry.
Yeah.
So, I didn't get my money. I want it back. I think
Sir,
it's
did you check
virtual,
your-
like their headset.
Sir, did you check your spam? Maybe it's hidden in the spam
Yeah.
somewhere or something like that. I don't know.
You spam back. I think it's virtual, like the games with the headset. That's what I think it is.
So our poor dog, he hurt his paw, and so I was
yes.
like, well, babe, we gotta take the dog to the vet. And so we took the dog to the vet and everything, and they looked over the dog. We really can't find anything was wrong, but we gave it some medicine. We did this and this and this and this. Okay, and that'll be $1,300.
Ray said,
Wait a minute,
okay, but what's wrong with
charging
the
me-
dog?
What the hell's wrong with my dog?
Wow.
What's wrong with the dog? Here's some medicine.
$1,300 for a checkup. What? How long are you in there for? Did he use gold stethoscopes and prods and things?
Welcome to veterinarians in California, USA, man.
No way.
Inflation and just everything up. We got banks going, Silicon banks just.
Well, yeah,
crazy.
and in
Madness.
Switzerland, mate, it's happening around the world.
Yeah.
It's all to do with interest rates, apparently.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
if I took a dog to a vet in the UK, we're looking at maybe $60 for a checkup. 1,300. I bet he drove away in a Porsche or an S class or
Has
an
to.
X5.
The dog you took to the vet drove away. And
No.
vet.
That's a clever dog.
I don't think he was talking about the dog.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Imagine if the dog went. It could have been Brian from Family Guy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Yeah.
Now I'd pay $1,300 to see Brian from Family Guy.
We got to change the vet. We got to change the vet. So
That
no
is
Diablo
crazy.
4 or Resident Evil this week.
Oh mate. Well, I've got good news for you, Ray. You got a chance to win it, as you are a member, Team Rokk members. It's coming up. When's it coming? 27th. I know the game is out this week, but I'm doing the draw on the 27th, so you may well be that winner.
I hope
Let me
so.
just make a little note. Ray would like to win.
Yeah.
Leave it with Uncle Ad.
Gotcha.
Oh, look at these wonderful folk that have arrived. We've got Mrs. SPG.
Yeah.
Veterinarian services are crazy. Yes, because of course what's your dog called?
But you got. But there are babies.
Yeah,
there are babies. So you got to take care of the pets are like our babies. You got to take care of your
man.
pets.
I know.
Can't see
Hey,
them in pain.
believe it or not, we have a traveling vet here in North Dakota called the Pet Vet. She's got a giant. I believe it or not, she's
Yeah,
got
it
a
works.
giant. She's got a giant RV that she turned into a mobile, like kennel
Practice.
/ practice.
Wow.
And she makes good coin, man. Believe it or not. But she's a wonderful lady, though. We won't take our dog to anyone else.
Oh, bless. So does she come to you then when Buckley's not very well?
Really close, anyway.
Right, oh, okay.
Within like 20 miles, yeah.
Oh, so does she have like designated park-up places?
Yep, she sure does.
She'll go to like Walmart car park or something and...
Like that, yeah. In Velva, the little town we go to, there's a city center that she's able to park in and get power.
Nice.
And, yep, it's really nice though.
Oh, wow. What does Buckley think of it? Because dogs don't always like to be messed about with, do they?
No. Buckley loves the vet. Although, when we got him fixed, he didn't like the vet that day.
Oh, no.
What dog would like a vet after getting fixed, man?
I didn't like the vet after I was fixed. I've got to be honest.
Well, the poor feller, man. He was all numb still, and he saw us walk in, and he flopped over, and his lips were all going. He wanted help.
Who, the vet?
Yes.
Oh,
No, Buckley.
wow.
He was on a fit. He was.
Renaissance Men says, that'll be awkward if Ray does win. I know. What can I do?
See, don't give up.
Don't you listen to them, my friend. If you win, it's pure coincidence. That's all I'm saying. Al is here. How are you, Al? Al's great. He sends us, or he sends me all sorts of latest news and stuff that he sees on Twitter. Very useful, very handy. As does David, who is in the chat today. Mr. Wilson, our fourth member of the band.
You know what I did? I did a little something. I got a very old 360 controller, and it started to finally drift on me, so I purchased a new one. It's the Elite, a Core Series 2 or something. Look at all that.
Oh my God, that's controller porn right there.
You literally you get like back pedals with it. I don't understand this controller.
Excuse me, since we're showing controllers, I got.
Hey, whip yours out, Ray. We got to
look. There you go, right there.
Yeah, look, we could all do it. Look, I've got paddles on the back of mine as well. See,
Ouya! Remember Ouya?
we got there. Right?
Oh yeah,
Ouya. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. But I do think William does win because his is a proper official expensive one. His was almost as much as your dog's trip to the vet.
Oh boy. I tell you what though, I bought the cheaper version that didn't come with all the bells and whistles, all the little attachments, and I was told that I should have got those because you can literally you can get 2 extra pedals back here, so like more buttons.
Yeah.
Like somebody told me, hey, you could play the game one-handed. I say I have trouble with both of mine.
Yeah, right.
How am I going to play it with one? But,
I think the reason why the vet costs so much is because Nicole did have him get his glands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time as the checkup.
Well, since the doctor couldn't find anything, Nicole says, "Well, just make sure his anal glands get, take care of that." And I'm
Oh.
like, "Yeah, but the doctor took care of my anal glands with the bill." So, yeah.
Wow. And look, Nerds World said that looks a beaut. But I don't think he's referring to the anal glands.
No.
Oh, look, it's Ant. How are you, brother? There he is.
Show
What
and
is
tell,
this
that's
show?
right.
And what is this
Oh, I
show?
can't show that. Never mind. I was going to
No.
share something with you, Anthony, but I can't.
Oh no! Don't be doing that. SPG's new controller is sexy, says David. It's all right. You're okay. You can, as long as you say whatever you need to say after 8 seconds, you won't get taken down. But within 8 seconds, they're not very happy. I don't get how the cheaper version is so fit. What? We're talking about.
The gland. It's the gland.
Are we back on the glands again? Surely not. Oh dear. So, Miss Phoenix, a hand gesture by Ren, by Ray then. Team Rock hilarious. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Guys, what a start to a show. What a start to a show. So, Raymond, you've had a good week, other than the dog and the glands and, San Francisco.
Loving
DeSantis.
WWE 2K23.
Oh,
Love
yes.
that game. I'm up late at night playing the game. It's amazing.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
quite photorealistic as well, isn't it?
It is beautifully well illustrated. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not into wrestling. I've got to be honest with you, fellas. It wouldn't be a thing for me. But I know you guys are. It's like an American.
Oh, it's
passion.
American. Look, we love our wrestling.
Yeah, it's an American. Are you a wrestling fan, William? Is that your thing?
Way back in the day when I was a little kid, I had 2 other brothers, and we'd watch and we would wrestle on the floor while we were watching the matches, and we'd drive my parents insane.
Wow.
But yeah, we liked wrestling for a long time. My dad even took us to Kellogg Arena, and we got to see the Blue Blazer
Wow.
and Jake
the home
the
of the
Snake.
cornflakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jake the Snake?
Yeah. Jake the Snake Roberts. Yeah, it's a
Really?
real wrestler. Yeah.
Jake
He'd bring
the
a big
Snake?
snake in the ring and
I'm
lay
sure
it,
he
throw it
would.
on people.
Wow.
No, I think I saw Undertaker. They tried to set the Undertaker on fire inside his coffin, and he just popped out, and he just like, ugh.
It is.
And then-
It is entertainment, isn't it? I mean,
That's all it is.
You know
I
what
had
I mean?
Mike
I've seen some pretty
Tyson-
nasty stuff. But
Yeah. Well,
we
it
had
changed.
Mike Tyson came
Yeah.
up into the audience fighting Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and Shawn. I mean, that was like, oh my, like he's right there, and they're just going at it, and I'm like, yeah, it's insane.
Well, hang on. Mike Tyson went to them in the audience.
There was once.
Did he
upon a
wrestle
time-
or did he punch?
There was once upon a time.
'Cause them's
it was
lethal
Mike-
weapons.
It was Mike Tyson versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they were fighting. Wow. It went from the ring into the audience, and I thought that was like amazing.
Wow. Yeah, but it
Hey,
is.
you
enter-
shut
I know
up,
it's
Crow.
it's
Crow, be
entertainment,
quiet.
I know.
Hey.
Quiet, Crow.
It doesn't mean that they're not athletic.
No,
Because they
no.
are. And it's like a great
I-
ballet, and they all get hurt. They
Almost,
get
I
very
almost
hurt.
went to a wrestling school. I almost went to a wrestling school in Hayward. Almost. Yep.
Nick Hayward.
Hayward.
Haircut 100. There's one for the older fellas.
California, in Hayward, California, there was a company called All Pro Wrestling, and the owner says, "Hey, you should come to my school." But they wanted like $10,000 something to get trained and everything.
That's-
And I was
Sounds
like,
like they were
like-
selling you the dream, is what they were
That's
doing.
7 checkups of your dog's anal glands. That's the last thing you want.
yeah. I was. Oh my god! I think I was 19. And if I had the money, at the time,
Yeah.
I probably
you?
would have went to the school. Probably
Oh,
would have went
man.
to the
Yeah,
school.
but you went to the old theatre school and stuff, didn't you? You went sort of down the production of theatre and stuff, didn't you? That was your thing.
I did, but I was a huge wrestling fan.
Were you?
Huge, love wrestling.
Yeah.
Love wrestling.
I just used to fall asleep on the field when we did sports at school. I would just make sure, doesn't matter what it was, I would make sure I was furthest edge of the field, and when everybody was the action down the other end, I would just be like, just gonna have a little lie down. I couldn't help it. It was CB radio. It was keeping me up till 4 a.m, 10-4 for a copy.
Yeah,
It's just how
I
it
haven't been I haven't been a regular viewer or a fan of wrestling since WWF. I can say that.
Oh, World Wildlife Fund.
Yeah, that's why they changed their name.
The Panda.
No, they got sued.
Did they?
World Wrestling
Wow.
Federation. Yeah.
Well, that's not kind of not a good look, is it?
I like World Wrestling Entertainment. I think that at first I was like, wait a minute, no, they can't. I've always been used to WWF, but I got used to WWE.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, chaps. So what have you been... Ray has been wrestling with WWE. What have you been... I know exactly what you've been playing, William, because I've been seeing it, mate. But tell the lovely ladies and gentlemen at home what you've been playing.
Well, I've always been playing a little bit of golf, but yesterday I finally jumped into Sons of the Forest. Finally. And my gosh, does that game look beautiful. Every swing of your axe to the tree is just so
I know, right?
satisfying. I don't know.
The animation's amazing.
Yes.
I was mesmerized watching it last night when you were playing. It just
And
looks so
we had a
good.
wonderful guide with us who kept us all alive. Doc, certified Doc. That was
They
amazing.
kept us. I kept dying.
Well, that's because Maker was burying his hatchet in your head.
They got over.
That was Maker's fault.
We were in we were in a cave that had water, and it was sharks in there.
Yeah, there was a shark.
They got
Sharks in the cave?
They had
Cave
the
shark?
flashlights. They got their scuba gear, and they left me in the cave. So somebody had to come back and come get me.
But it was a successful
Was that Ray Jr. laughing at you then, mate?
Yeah, he was cool.
I told Ray you can't teach comedic timing, but you may be
That
able
was
to beat
good.
it out of somebody.
That was... Oh, guys, I am one level away from the end of Atomic Heart. 42 chapters.
What?
That game
Wow.
is massive. I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it. Do you know the shame of it is that I know a lot of people aren't going to play it. One, because they play the first few minutes and think, this is weird, I'm not into this. Or because they're put off by the whole politics of the thing. And I think it's such a shame because for me, top 3 games of the last 12 months, easily. Just a superb game. Do you know, David, I don't know how much time I've put in, actually. I keep meaning to look, but it goes on and on and on and on, and I've got it on easy level. And each time you get into a new scenario, there are these amazing new puzzles and new characters to explore and try and get your head around, and an amazing unraveling story that is, again, unique. Never ever heard anybody have a take on a story like this. It's a bit like Death Stranding. People are just not going to play it. And I just wish they would, because it's great.
I haven't played it yet, but I've seen some people play it, and some of the bosses are like really large and super interesting fights. So
Oh, they're all different mechanics. I fought a boss this afternoon, a massive, like skyscraper-sized robot, and it came. I was on a beach, and there was a dead whale on the beach, and all of a sudden, this whale just rips open, and this robot jumps out. He made his way through the whale. Just brilliant. And graphically, I don't know how they've done it on an Xbox. It looks as good as a PC for me. Just brilliant. So
Wow.
it's free on Xbox. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
if you have Game
Just-
Pass, yeah.
Hey,
If you have
been
Game
watching-
Pass, yeah.
I've been watching people play Wolong, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I bailed on that one. It was too tough for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Souls
I
type
won't
game.
even. I
Yeah.
watch people play it.
I like a good difficulty, but what I don't like is mastering every single animation to be able to kill a creature. I don't want to
Yeah.
do that. I don't.
No, I can't.
That's what most of these games.
I know.
that are coming out.
This is it. And see, me and Ray, we're of a slightly older disposition, just slightly, and our reflexes ain't as good as you young whippersnapper loops. So these games where you're right, where you've got to literally, you've got to hit the right buttons at the right time. It's difficult as you get older, that kind of a game. I leave it to the young'uns, Ray. That's the best thing to do, I reckon.
I can't. I love watching my son play Fortnite and he interacts with his friends.
If you see a proficient kid playing Fortnite, it is something to behold. They look up, they look down, mash buttons, and they have a tower built.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it if I was like clicking keys and like I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. I suppose we ought to get on with the news, really, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I've told you I've played Atomic Heart, and I sent Forspoken back, and I'm waiting on my next game. Oh, I've been playing Disney Dreamlight as well. I love that on GeForce now. I've been giving that a little go. That's all good as well, because I am at the end of the day a little child.
I'm getting ready to play the Quarry on the PlayStation Plus.
Oh yeah, no, it's good, Ray. I've played. I played the first hour.
Okay.
That's on my backlog, but I played it. It's brilliant. All those games. Who's the name of the developer that does them? Where they have the brilliant cinematics and story and cutscene and stuff. They've done a few, haven't they? And absolutely superb. But yeah, you'll enjoy that, my friend. That's a different. I actually think if you guys persevered with Heart, you'd enjoy that as well. But put it on easy level. It still takes a while. It still takes a while.
Well, that one's on my backlog. So is Life is Strange. I need to check that with the talking guns.
Oh yeah, another great game. Of course, dude from Morton Doofer.
Yeah, he all got in trouble.
He did get in trouble, yeah. See, I mean, what do? Do you not play that now? Like, you don't play Atomic Heart? You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ray?
Just reading Alan Davis. Dreamlight Valley isn't playable on GFN. Oh, wow.
Via mobile. I don't know. I'm playing.
Ray, were you looking forward to the new Midnight Sun DLC drop? Because that was today.
You know what? I'm just right now just going to play I'll check. I'm still trying to get through some stages, so I don't want to jump and spoil it.
Wilson was watching your stream and asked you a question and you didn't answer, so I'm going to ask you now.
He did. I did answer.
Did you?
Ray always answers.
Guys, so listen.
Snap or Sun? Which one? Suns or Snap?
Oh, Snap for Ray every time. Come on.
I said Snap. If you go back, William, I said Snap.
Okay,
I definitely.
Of course, he said Snap.
I gotta wash my old man ear.
Of course, he said Snap. Guys, should we get into the news? Shall we, Ray?
Raven Crow?
Let's do it.
What's up, guys?
I think this is me. Hang on. Boing. There we are. Look, there we are. Alrighty. Number one in the hit parade. I think we've got about half a dozen news items today. Ubitus. And, where's William gone? He's turned into a sonar. Whoop, there he is. Ubitus and Google Cloud announced strategic partnership to power cloud-based game streaming. Now, this is a bit of a word stew, to be honest. So I had to do some unpacking of this, and I know you guys have as well. Interesting. I think it's one of those stories that is written in such a way that you could take it in all sorts of directions. You know, the rebirth of Stadia, and wow, a new platform to rival GeForce Now. Well, no, probably not any of those things.
Yeah, probably not.
Do you guys want to say what the heck is going on and what your thoughts are?
Well, it looks like Google Cloud is going to partner up with Ubiquitous. I can't say that word correctly, I'm sure.
That's the guy from what's that book?
I'm starting to think of the life.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
I'm starting to think of the life of Brian. We need to watch it.
Oh yes, Eucidicus. Otter's noses.
But all right, so yeah, they're partnering up, but for what? What are they doing? Well, it looks like they're doing a mixture of cloud, a mixture of mobile, a whole bunch of stuff. Even the metaverse is included in this, which is extremely interesting and confusing. You go to their website and it shows a conglomerate and it shows all these things that they're partnering in, that they're doing, but there's really no service to back it. I finally tracked it down through the links and I found Game Now, I think it's called.
Yes.
And I was checking out some of the games in there, and it almost seemed like a new wrapper around Stadia, kind of. But the more I checked it out, the less it seemed like that. So I don't think this is like a white label handoff or anything like that. So I'm absolutely confused, Rokk.
What do you think, Ray?
Just another smokescreen. And I know a lot of people, a lot of us Stadians are excited and everything. I mean, like I said, it's a partnership. They're probably going to exchange their resources because they both work into the cloud and everything like that, and building on one another's infrastructure. I don't know, man. It just I don't know. I ain't got
what I think is
I ain't got
happening
too much to
here is
say.
basically Google have offered cloud services for a long time. I mean, before Stadia came out, they were offering virtual cloud gaming solutions, hosting and artificial intelligence and all the kind of stuff that these guys are saying they're buying. So I think what's happening here is basically Google Cloud is becoming their infrastructure partner. These guys, I've had a look at them. They are by and large a third party who will take an existing game and make it cloud ready. So the kind of stuff that GeForce do when they want to port a game to GeForce Now, they make sure that the touch controls work, that it will work with any controller, that it'll work under the be optimized for cloud streaming and that kind of stuff. And that's what they do. And they've done it historically for Nintendo is their big win. It's their big, putting stuff cloud for Nintendo Switch. Now they do, as you rightly said, William, they have Game Now, which is a kind of a demo site, but interestingly enough, they do let you play all these games. Yeah. Some of them, Plague Tale Innocence and Forgotten City, there's some big names here. But you and I both, and obviously we're different sides of the pond, but we both experienced quite bad latency.
Yes. Yeah, it was not very pretty what I experienced for the little bit that I did jump in. But something else they discuss is, you remember that porting process we were all discussing and how important it was going to be to Stadia? They're touting that as well within their service. It's just all interesting, but it really doesn't point anywhere to any direct service. Go and come get your games here or anything. It's more subtle than that.
I don't think that it is them suggesting that they're going to become a kind of GeForce Now front-facing, customer-facing provider. I think they're suggesting that they have prerequisite bits for those kinds of services and they will happily provide them for you. The problem is, I don't see, for example, let's say Capcom decided that they would go to these guys and they would have a Resident Evil made cloud ready. Surely they would just put it on GeForce Now, wouldn't they? It ain't going to cost them a bean for doing it.
You would think so.
I mean, that's got an already huge user base of free and paying subscribers. They've got to buy it from Steam and Epic or GOG or even direct from other places if they want to play it. So I don't see why an individual studio or a developer or a publisher would want to publish their games exclusively to the cloud. There's no great advantage. And they would clearly have to pay these guys because these guys are paying Google. Whatever the partnership is ultimately a cost to them from working with Google. And they're not the only ones. Azure, Microsoft, they have similar services that a lot of people use and bolt into. IBM.
They're even offering
plethora.
Web-based game development, a cloud-based game development as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff connected to this, the Ubitus, or however you say it.
Yeah, Ubitus. That's how I would say it. I'm not sure the nationality. I think they're Korean, Not 100% sure. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not overly excited. I saw a few people in the community got really excited, but I don't think there's a lot to get excited about this yet. Maybe there will be in the future, but for me, it's not.
That's what I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see what this partnership grows into.
Yeah.
Because right now,
But let's say that this is like a rebranding, a rehash. Hey, you could play in the cloud. Is everybody burned? They gave us refunds, but would anybody reinvest?
Oh, do you mean if it was branded with Google?
Yeah, if it was just rebranded and it was basically the white label service, and I think that ship sailed. Sadly.
I agree. I can't see. Let's be honest. If Google came out with a service now within 12 months of the ashes of Stadia, nobody would buy it, would they? I mean, I can't see that even being on their radar. I think they got their fingers burned at consumer focus. They do not want to replicate that. Plus, it seems to me they are more interested in mobile in any case, as it seems is the case with Microsoft and Netflix and all these guys.
Do you think this partnership is to try to get some more revenue out of the investment they did in Stadia, so to speak?
Well, those services existed before Stadia.
Oh, okay. They just rolled them into.
Yeah, I know this because through my daytime job, we had to do some stuff a few years back. I mean, before I'd even heard of Project, whatever it was called, and they had those services available. So I think if anything that this is a completely separate thing to anything that's involved Stadia.
And then we also got to understand there's other countries they can try and roll these games out where some people are not playing.
That's true.
Some of these games.
Yeah.
Well, like go ahead, Ray.
And I just wanted to finish up. It's probably to us not a big thing, but probably somewhere else somewhere out in Korea, somewhere out in Japan, somewhere out in Asia or wherever market, India. This is the options, and they get partnering up, using Google to put this out here and stuff. So, and that's what I'm kind of thinking what this is.
Well, bringing up a app called Iogo or something like that is a gaming app for India. There's a direct link from the main site to that, which is a app that has a whole bunch of other little games inside it. But that's basically for India, though. So it's just really interesting. But I think you're right, though, Rokk, that it's
Asia.
Heavily focused on mobile and other stuff. It's definitely not the resurgence of the white label or Stadia, I don't think.
No. So they got their two offices are Taiwan and Tokyo, so no sign of Korea. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting, and certainly what's more interesting is that we've heard from them twice in a week. One with this 10-year deal, which is essentially, I think, that they're just going to be porting games to Nintendo on behalf of Microsoft, and then this kind of big splurge, which is basically we've decided we're going to partner with Google to deliver whatever it is that we deliver, and I don't think it's much more exciting than that, but they're in our conscious, so we'll keep an eye on them, and you never know. King of content, Mr. Ant says, I would not be coming back to Google with another cloud service personally, unless it's just playing a game to try it like I do with xCloud. I wouldn't be investing in the cloud. No, I don't think. I mean, it's a sour taste now, isn't it? I mean, they would have had to have assessed that risk when they decided to kill it. They're not stupid. Marketing would have said, you do know, guys, you're never going to be able to enter this space again. Not in living memory, you're not. You might be able to do it through a third-party entrant, aka someone like this, but you ain't never going to be able to front this because people don't have short memories on this kind of thing, particularly in the gaming industry.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that one, fellas, and we'll keep an eye on it, as we say. Another little storiette. Sorry about that massively overly detailed screen. Let me try and save up to $390. Pocket Gamer connects. Yeah. Microsoft hopes to launch its mobile app store next year. Now, this this came out of a Financial Times interview with Mr. Spencer fairly recently. I don't think, again, there's any huge surprise because they've already stated their intent to have a sort of separate mobile store. What I think's interesting is everybody seems to have almost moved from cloud to mobile, and we looked at a service background, didn't we, guys, which was mobile cloud, which for me is such an obvious move to make, and yet nobody seems... I mean, I know you can play GeForce Now games on mobile, but what you're playing by and large is the desktop version, small, but with touch controls. But actually taking games designed and developed for mobile and delivering them over the cloud, so you don't need the latest, Snapdragon GPU or what have you, seems like a really
Right.
obvious thing to do. I don't know why more people aren't thinking down that road. I'm glad you guys agree.
Yeah.
So anyway, as far as this,
I was gonna wait for it. I thought SPG. Well, one man is the market. You got Apple and you got Android. I mean, they got the duopoly on the on the phones and stuff like that. So that's a big. I mean, right now, Silicon Valley, all these damn we're dying out here, man. All these apps that people have done and stuff like that, man, and it's a risk. It's a risk.
well, that's down to finance, and invariably it's down to low interest rates suddenly getting whacked with high interest rates. The market, what tech needs to do is separate the dire financial situation in terms of what borrowings and capital is available from the actual market itself. And if there is a market, then people with money, Microsoft, Apple, Google, etc., will still find a way to hit the market. So I think I'm just intrigued. And I know somebody else said, don't forget the K that everybody forgets. Whenever they talk about Activision, they talk about Activision Blizzard, and they always forget the K at the end for King. The most profitable mobile game developer in the world. Candy Crush, I think, is one of theirs, isn't it? That from what I understand is one of, if not the main reason why actually Microsoft wanted ABK for the King, for the game side of it, because that's the missing piece in their jungle. They don't, in the jigsaw, they've got desktop, they've got PC, they've got exclusives, they've got subscribers, but what they don't have is a slice of the mobile market.
Right.
We've seen the numbers. Vastly more money, vastly more game players in the mobile arena than all the others.
Yeah.
So I'm not hugely surprised this is where they want to take things. I think what's a bigger surprise is we're not seeing the likes of PlayStation or others saying, yeah, that's where we want to be as well, because it's such a logical place to be. They don't, it still needs the same way to market a game, the same way to host a game, the same way to deliver the game, the same development's slightly different. You tend to use Java or some kind of framework, React Native, but ultimately the process is the same, and it baffles me. But you're right, though, Ray. At the moment, it's a duopoly, and this is what all of this is about, is trying to break that up.
So they have a college in San Francisco. There's kids that are turning down going to Berkeley, Stanford,
Wow.
Princeton to go to this particular college. And it was a special on CNN the other night, Sunday night. And it was kids that are making apps. And they have Xbox, and they have all these companies that come out there and watch them. And these companies will invest. So the kids come up and they pitch their app, their gaming apps or whatever type of apps.
Nice.
And these companies will take a chance. But most of the time, some of these companies back earlier, yeah, they were throwing money and everything out. But now the times have changed. A lot of people are not doing that. And so It's
Well,
tough.
this money was cheap, and the thing as well is, there's a different culture of investment in the States than most of the rest of the world, certainly the UK. So the way it's been and the way that it has allowed the likes of Zook and even Jobs and others and Gates to do so phenomenally well is this kind of long tail that the investors have in the States. It's like, so we're going to give our service away, and we're going to give it away for about 5 years, and we're going to dominate the market because who the hell can undercut free? And then we'll find a way to make money. And they go, that sounds like a great idea. We'll invest in it. In my country, there'll be, now we want money 6 months in. And so that's why you don't see that kind of scale happen outside. But the problem is when money becomes expensive, and then there's a much smaller amount of investors. So you see a slower growth, less jobs, and so on and so forth. In a way, it's a kind of natural process, I guess. But that is what's happening with Xbox. So Phil Spencer, he reckons next year, in fact, even more to the point, he insists that you will be able to buy games on an Xbox inverted commas game store native to an iOS device or an Android device. So they're obviously doing some negotiations behind the scenes for him to be that boyish about it. So personally, I couldn't give a whistle because I can't stand mobile games.
Yeah, me neither. To be honest, I don't want to rush from my phone to my computer to buy more gems to speed up the operation.
I
Exactly.
got it. There is
Not
a few
interested.
I have downloaded that I play. There's a domino game that I've been playing. Of course, I play a lot of Snap, and there's a pool table game that I've been playing. That is
I love a bit of
really,
pool.
really.
I love a bit of
Man.
digital pool. That's such a great
it
game.
is.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. I don't mind. I mean, I like Words with Friends. Have you ever seen that one? That's
Oh yeah.
that Scrabble. I love that game. I don't mind a bit of Candy Crush, but it is designed to be addictive. That's the thing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it can sucker you right in. Unless, like me, you don't like spending money, in which case they don't get very far.
That's right.
Chess is good for mobile as well,
Yes,
as
chess
is
Miss
fun.
Phoenix says. Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, on Epic, if you have a PC, go collect. In a couple weeks, you're going to be able to get a chess
No,
game.
it's this week.
This
It's
Thursday.
this
Is it
week.
this week?
It's this
Oh, nice.
Thursday.
Thursday,
It's
yep.
it's Chess Ultra.
That's right. I'm
Ultra Chess.
clicking on that one.
Yeah. Guys, never guess what? Epic. It's epic. They've been fined. They've been fined $245 million dollars by FTC.
0.4% of their revenue.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Microtransactioning over the top, apparently. Got their wrists slapped. Where does
Yeah,
the
that's it.
245 million go, though?
That's a
thing.
great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Yeah, where does it go? I mean, are they going to put it into, rehabilitating, addicted children in Fortnite?
So my son's stocking that was hanging over the fireplace. Guess what it was stuffed with?
What? Chestnuts.
Cole? I was being pleasant.
Yeah.
Effing V-Bucks.
Wow.
Oh, V-Bucks. Yeah.
What do you want for your birthday? V-Bucks. Hey
Wow.
Evan, what do you? So he gets an allowance.
Yeah.
For doing
So are you
the
getting a
dishes
cut
and
of this
washing the
settlement?
clothes. Hell no.
Oh,
Should
okay.
do, should.
Hell no.
I mean, he's going to need at least 50 of the 245, isn't he, to get back what he's paid?
Yeah. I mean, he's going to need that just for the next vet appointment.
Oh, guys, I just need to quickly say this. Koala, how are you, my friend? You won a prize last week, but you weren't here. Can you get in touch with me on Twitter at Rokk Show, ROKK Show, and I will code you up, my friend. You won actually 2 games. So for members only, well done. So if you get in touch with me at Rokk Show, and I will make sure you get your codes. Good games too. Thank you for that, fellas. So like it says here, the FTC says Epic leveraged dark patterns to trick players into buying things they didn't want. The fine might not have been so large if Epic had limited its sketchy activities to adult players, but the FTC accused the company of violating the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act rule. Many miners play Fortnite. Well, when you come up out of a cave, you just want to chill out, don't you? You know what I mean? So you get your phone out and play a bit of Fortnite. Hi ho! And are subject to the same deceptive design choices as adults. A separate $275 million penalty announced in December 2022 covers that screw up. So that's getting on for 500 and a bit million dollars. These guys, I mean, I know it. They could look at it as an occupational hazard, as criminals often say. But ultimately, I mean, come on, guys. You're making money. You don't need to screw kids over. Surely.
Ms. Phoenix has a great point there. She says, I'm often seeing stories of kids who have bought stuff in-game with microtransactions and not realized they're spending mom and dad's money. Now, that has happened a lot with like FIFA.
Ray.
Right. It's happened a lot with FIFA and stuff. And, you know, in general, around the world, but a lot in the UK, families are getting sick of getting pinched at the roulette table, you know, for their kids. Because
my wife says, Ray, what is this Epic Game Pass? Oh, that's the Fortnite. So often, so we've been paying for the Game Pass and renewing and renewing and renewing and renewing and renewing. And Evan somehow Nicole didn't put a lock on the credit card, and so he was able, and everything is saved and everything, and he just went boop. So
See, I can't say who, but I know someone who has a minor, and he basically cleaned out grandmother's credit card on V-Bucks. She generously bought him some V-Bucks and set up the account with her card, and he just cleaned that puppy out. So it actually says here, William, that the money's going to injured parties. So you can check out, if you go to the Fortnite landing page for details, 3 groups of players should expect some cash. Any parent whose child made unauthorized purchases between January 17, November 18, players who inadvertently bought V-Bucks. Yeah, I didn't mean to buy them. Get it in. Or skins between 17 and 22. And players whose accounts were locked following a chargeback. So that middle one sounds like a good way of getting some Stadia bucks to me. And why not? What did I win, says Koala. You won 2 games, my friend. I forget what they were. You won the Shooter Pack bundle, which includes 2 games. So just at Rokk Show on Twitter.
Now, see,
DM
Ray
me.
and
I'll sort you out.
Ray and I didn't have mobile games to run up our mom and dad's bill and stuff. But what we did have was a Nintendo Power hotline that you could call, a 900 number that costs money. And I ran up a bill on that. Yeah.
Wow.
And my brother did as well, and I didn't know he was, so I got blamed for all of it. So
wow.
I was like, I didn't call him in that long.
Yeah. I got that on my phone bill.
It was a different 1888 number, but that's a whole other story.
Naughty nuns.
Oh.
Slappanun.com.
Hey, you were calling Miss Cleo, Ray. You were trying to see your future.
Yes. Hello.
Let Miss Cleo help you.
Miss
Hang
Cleo.
on a minute, that's Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah, that was.
My voices are off. Ask Wilson.
Hello there, laddie. I've come to look after your children for you. There's a musical, a Miss Doubtfire musical that's doing the rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So I saw some Diablo chit-chat in the old chat there. Of course, it's been out and about since the 17th for pre-orderers.
I watched Maker play it. Man,
Does it look good, Ray? Does it look good?
I saw him fighting a giant boss, and then I saw all these other players join him, and they were and this boss was like just knocking them out like they were a bunch of gnats.
Wow.
And yeah.
Wow.
Diablo 2 was so huge. People are still grinding that game. And I'm not referring to the remake. I'm talking about the original. People are still grinding Diablo 2. But Diablo 4, I have not played it. I watched Maker play it a little bit and Callie as well. And it looks very much more cinematic than the older ones. And the voice acting is on point and it's very gory. It looks fantastic.
It does. Well, us non-purchasers, get to play it on the 24th. So we've only got a couple of days. 21st today. So Friday, we get to have a little play as well over that weekend. We get it for, I think it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 days over the weekend, basically. So definitely looking forward to that. You can download it from 12 p.m. Eastern, which I think is 5 p.m. UK. Or it might not be this Saturday. Friday rather, because our clocks go forward on, I think it's Saturday, so it'll be 4 p.m. UK on the 22nd, and then you can play it on the 24th. I don't know where though. Where can you download it to play that? I mean, any of the platforms or PC only?
They sent the email to me. So guys, check your emails or check your spams if you have
cool.
like a Activision Blizzard account.
Okay. I don't know that I do. Oh, look. He's got a nice backpack with a dog in it. That's cute.
Yeah, I believe that is the cosmetic reward for playing the beta or something. I think.
Wow. That's a whole $1,300 worth of sleeping dog right there. So yeah, there you go. Look forward to that March 25th.
That's a great shout, David. Diablo 4's beta is great. If any of you want to play it this weekend, be aware progress won't be kept when the game releases. You're not even able to access the entire game. I think it's like the first third or like something like that. Only to
Just
level
a couple of
25.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to give you the whole game to play, are they?
Well,
I
of
mean,
course not. But
you know.
but people are like super excited. Have been waiting a long time for this game, and people have already maxed out the characters on the beta, and they're just waiting for this game
Have
to
they?
fully drop. Yeah,
It's the
absolutely.
first, according to Maker, he says it's just the first act.
Yeah, the first act. That's what I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got it on my rental list, and that's where it will stay. But I am looking forward to playing it, though, I have to say. And it looks gorgeous.
I got to check Fanatical.
Yeah, the voice acting is on point, man. It's very dark and gritty and eerie, and just such a great job they did on the voices.
Wow, nice, Crow.
Nice. Ain, fellas. I went into Renaissance Men then. Ain, Jimmy. That's why I'm on there. I'm on there this Friday, guys. Woohoo! I'm co-hosting. Yes. Oh, yes. Right, get rid of that one. The why do I do that? Why have I got it hidden underneath my thing? Netflix games is still happening, but don't hold your breath. So, again, Netflix is, we know they're doing their game thing. But the key thing is that they have been focusing on mobile games. Do you say mobile? How do you say it?
Mobile.
Do you say mobile as well? What do you say, Ray? Do you say mobile gaming or mobile gaming?
Mobile.
Yeah, like the worst one is when you say solder.
Solder off.
Yeah, no, for what we call
What did he say? Did he say what?
no, we say solder, right? So we're going to use this soldering iron, and you
Man,
guys
I
call
soldering.
it solder.
Soldering iron, yes.
I thought he said something else.
No, exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
Oh, we're gonna get canceled.
We say fag for a cigarette.
Yep, you do.
You
do.
don't.
Nope.
Can't.
But
You can't say.
Can't say that over here.
I'm gonna do an easy fold out. Yeah, print and fold to differences in our relative languages and where they may catch people out. But solder to that, I say. So So anyway, they're doing the whole mobile thing, and in fairness to them, they have been banging out some games. Problem is, nobody's playing them. Like 1% of the subscription base of Netflix has bothered to actually download and play any of the games. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know what 1%
Well,
of
have they-
Netflix looks like.
Are they doing the same mistake Google did? Google had access to all kinds of phone screens and all kinds of products, and anytime you turned one of them on, they should have said, "Psst, Stadia." So anybody that's has an account should be getting emails.
point.
Anybody that signs in to go watch a movie should go, "Hey, what about our games?" "Oh, okay, you want a movie?" Like that. They should be doing that to everyone. I would if it was mine.
Me personally, I just think some people should just sometimes just stay in their lane, and just because one person is doing it, I don't think they should do it, because I don't know, man. 1%, that's not good. That's not good at all.
That's not. And the truth is, William, you absolutely, as a mic drop point there, because I have not seen them advertise it. It's never popped up on. I mean, I think it does if you go to the Netflix browser, but who does? Who does that? You watch it on your TV. Everybody watches Netflix on their TV, don't they?
Yep.
And you never get a thing that says along the base of the app saying, "Don't forget, with your subscription, you can also play one of and there's quite a few on there. They reckon they've got 40 new games coming out this year, with another 70 in development. They also bought a couple of studios. They've got a couple of in-house studios, haven't they? 16 games that they're working on themselves in their own studios. So they've invested in this. And I understand why, because it is a saturated market now, the whole streaming. We talked about this, I think, last week. Or it may have been on Rock Players, actually. But, do you know what, Ray? I think I'm sympathetic to your point about staying in your lane, I mean, look what happened to Stadia.
They probably need a game that's a launcher. You need something that's gonna get people to talk, get people excited, and launch it, and then just like SPG said, market it.
Yeah. Because they haven't. I mean, I think I received one email when it originally was announced.
Seeing here, I haven't heard anything. Haven't heard nothing from that since.
Yeah. So I mean, I know it would have been like harassment, but if Google, anybody that had a Pixel phone, every time they turned it on, it was like, "Stadia, check it out."
Yeah, right.
And then I don't know. They should have done something like that. But
I mean, this is the pre-sign-up screen for the Netflix website. Now, I do have an account, but I don't have it on this PC. So nowhere here does it say, and by the way, for your £4.99 a month, you also get to access games on your phone. There's nowhere. Download programs to watch.
Exactly, Koala. He says, "Wait, Netflix is making games?"
Yeah, I know. I know. This is it, isn't it? And it's surely no surprise to them that only 1% of the audience are playing it. They don't know about it.
Yeah, they don't know about it.
Let me put Netflix games, see what comes up.
I've been watching Shadow and Bones on Netflix.
Oh, that's a different show. I thought you were talking about something else.
Netflix. See, there's not even a dedicated, obvious website to visit. If I put Netflix games, I would expect a minimal amount of SEO from Netflix that says you're probably looking for this URL to come and play games. And while you're there, why not sign up to Netflix? Wow.
They need to get somebody to optimize that, so it just got Netflix.
As an example, Rokk, how come on the Google page it didn't say Google, and then underneath it the box, and then new Stadia?
Yeah.
You could have clicked on it to go check it out.
I know.
They wasted so
crazy.
much opportunity, man.
Crazy. How do I play games on Netflix? And even this didn't really tell me. Open the Netflix app and scroll down to the Netflix games section. So I've got to do it from the app for a start. I don't watch Netflix on my phone.
Hold on.
Scroll through games.
I do.
You do. He watches his bones on there.
Hey, leave my bones alone.
Leave my bones alone.
Okay.
So did you find it? You have to scroll through games. So you scroll down to the Netflix games section, Ray.
Yep. Going right now.
Well, it's just another brick in the wall.
Oh, do it again.
So I guess
I'm strolling.
I guess it looks like this. Netflix, and then you come down to games. There we go. And then you thumb it along until you find a game you want to play.
Kill my son. Hold on.
Oh, mate, I didn't put it in the news, but Lance Reddick. Oh, I was absolutely devastated to hear that the legend had passed. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be. I mean, all my favorite games: Horizon Zero Dawn, Destiny. You know, I mean, he was in the last thing I saw him in was the Resident Evil thing on Netflix, which wasn't his finest hour, but it gave him an opportunity to actually be a wacky, funny character, which was interesting because he's normally that cool kind of, you know, boss type, but just
All right.
blown
So
Ray's back.
So
Such a great
when you
actor.
so when you go on your hold on. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, so they are dedicated mobile games.
So right there at the bottom where it says games,
Yeah.
so there's a logo,
Does it look like that, Ray? Oh, you can't see
Is
it,
it-
can you? Yes.
and there you go. You got your games.
Ah, there you are. And then, so they've got things like Stranger Things game and games that are built around their shows, which is pretty cool.
Tomb Raider Reloaded, High Water, Valiant Heart,
Right? Valiant Hearts. a great
Cartel.
game.
Hey kids, you want to be a cartel drug lord?
Well, I know that's what they were thinking. Not the kids becoming cartel drug lords, but
Yeah.
But they're thinking that you're going to pop in for some Stranger Things, and then a mobile game, and click on it and play it. They're hoping for that cross traffic, But
Definitely.
you got to know it's there, though.
But you
Come
don't
on.
know it exists.
Right.
And yeah, oh, guys. What's that one, Ray? Can't see it, my friend. Now it's out of
called-
focus. Oh, there it is. Something cartel. What? Something
Narcos.
unlimited.
So those are cartels, narcos.
So they're based on the Narcos show, presumably. But that's not a Netflix. That's not a Netflix franchise, is it? Narcos. It's everywhere, isn't it? That one. Anyway, you're right. They've only got themselves to blame. It's the classic issue, isn't it? How many people in the chat were like, "What? Netflix have got a game section?"
Yeah, a few of them.
You know, there you go. They've now gone from 1% to 2% just because of us. Wow. Okay, just very quickly, two things which we'll just whip through very fast. Steam have got a spring sale on, which is pretty good, 85%. I think PlayStation still have a sale on as well. Some pretty amazing prices. And there is a game developers conference going on in San Francisco. Ray, do you fancy popping over and doing a man on the spot for us?
Rock, you still got the Netflix on here.
I know. Hang on, mate. Just give us a sec. I don't know which. Oh, there it is. Yeah, here it comes, Ray. Here it comes, my friend. There you go. Woohoo! Game developers conference. And I don't know. I wonder how much it costs to pop in. Oh, there is a price, Ray. Don't go, mate. Don't go.
Man, yep.
What? $2,204?
Wow.
Wow, you could have got 2 dog searches in for that.
So you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? So
Hey, catching Rona is
hey,
expensive.
for
Wow.
for free, you could take your hand like this and just look inside the window for free.
Hey, you go up to the window and and then you get a better look. Yeah.
Hello.
No,
Wow,
you just
$293.
you just trip over one of the nerds and grab their pass and run inside.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Wow, look at this, man. $293. I mean, it's aimed at developers, so
Yeah.
it'll be large publishers that send their boys in, the girls in, the dev teams and stuff. But most of it gets published online, doesn't it? I seem to remember they put the stuff on YouTube and they put white papers out there. It may not be on day and date, but I don't know. It
all
wouldn't be of
trickles
interest to
out.
me.
Yeah.
It's going to be all AI this year as well, isn't it? That's the thing. That's
sure.
that's the thing of the moment. It's taken over the world, apparently, depending where you read. I read some old bilge yesterday that said ChatGPT had crashed seconds after saying it wanted to escape. Oh, really? Sure, it's got a conscience. It just wants to be a real boy.
Real boy.
I'm a real boy. Wow. That's the news, fellas.
I actually asked it because I actually downloaded on my phone, and I said, "All right, do you guys want to take over the world?" And it responded back, "Not yet."
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but Siri would tell you that. You know, hey Siri, fancy a date? Oh, you're making me blush now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's. I think people have overestimated what artificial intelligence means. Right, that was the news. I thought it was a rather dandy session today. But I do so much want to fill my boots with a massive tip. Have you got one for us, William?
I do. I've got a large tip.
Oh, look at this.
Hey.
What have we got here?
All right.
Ewok.
So,
Yeah.
basically, what is up is I'm going to be giving you guys some Harry Potter tips, but you're not looking at my lovely mug. You're looking at my wife's lovely mug.
Lovely.
She
Nice.
decided to steal the show that day and to stream some Harry Potter. Now, to give you to be 1,000% upfront, I have not played this game myself, but I've watched her from the very beginning, every step of the way, and 4 or 5 of these tips I'm going to share with you are directly from her. So I kind of cheated just a little bit. But this game is fantastic. It's set in the Harry Potter universe. If you don't know, it's set 100 years or 1,000 years, or no, 100 years before any of the movies take place. And this is one of her favorite parts right here is getting some of the very cute animals and being able to pet them, feed them, and interact with them. She really enjoys this part. But anyway, it's set in the Harry Potter universe, and you go to Hogwarts. And it's the very first time that Hogwarts has been instilled digitally like this, for you to walk around every room, every corridor, and all of that. So Hogwarts is a huge school that teaches wizardry, and you're a late fifth year starter. So you start the game, and you have to learn spells. You have to do all this stuff. This is just very beginner tips. So my first tip would be find every Floo Flame locations as early as possible for fast travel. They're these little tiny flames that the castle is huge, and there are little flames all over the place, and you can fast travel, which saves you an incredible amount of time. Now, most of these are unlocked while you're doing story missions, but just exploring they will unlock as well. So I would say unlock those as soon as possible. It saves time because the world is massive. Saves you a lot of time running around. Now, once you start learning your attack spells and defense spells, come to every fight equipped with multiple spells because you have a cooldown. You can't just spam one spell with your wand and keep killing everything or defeating it. You have to be a little smart with how you use them and wait for cooldowns. And stuff like that. The best defense that you can utilize is the defense roll, which rolls you out of the way, or use a defensive spell, which will then grant you some kind of a offensive buff. I forget what the spell is, but you can send one right back at somebody if you dodge magically rather than rolling out of the way. But sometimes you have to roll out of the way. Take on the combat challenges as early as possible while enemies are low levels, so it's a little easier for you to complete some of them. It takes a few hours for the whole open world aspect of it to open up, but once it does, you're free to explore. And the map, like I was saying, is absolutely huge. You have the whole school grounds. You've got Hogsmeade. It is a giant map that you have to navigate. And all over this game, there are secrets everywhere for you to find. So use Revelio all the time. You're going to find collectibles, secrets everywhere. You can fly around on your broom and continue using Revelio. So don't forget about that.
Wasn't he a Spanish gigolo? Revelio. I'm sure I went to see his act.
So you're gonna spam Revelio like a whole lot. There's a besides the side quests you can find around the map and the interesting secrets, there's also trials that you can do. They're called Merlin trials, and the Merlin trials sometimes require different spells. So if you don't have the proper one or you haven't unlocked it yet, no worries. Come back to the location later. You get something, an achievement, and an item, I believe, for doing them all. You may not be able to just focus on them till they're done. You may have to learn a spell and come back. The other tip that Sierra would like to share is that if you're doing the Merlin trials and you can't figure out what you're supposed to do, get on your broom and hover way above everything. Do Revelio and then look around. Most of the time you'll figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Another suggestion or tip would be check your gear all the time and swap it to higher level stuff. You're going to get gear all the time, and you're going to get very tired of your gear slots filling up. You can't hold too much of one item before you have to destroy an item or sell it. But one other good thing is if you find an outfit that you really, really like, you can upgrade that outfit to your current level so you don't have to just get rid of it or destroy it. There's always a way to make it still worth wearing. But overall, have a great time with this game. My wife is not a gamer. She'd play Wreckfest with Ray and I a little bit, but she wasn't a real big gamer. But she loves Harry Potter, and the game was so accessible that I believe this is going to be the first RPG she's ever completed. So my hat goes off to... Yeah, my hat goes off to her for finishing her first RPG, and definitely to the creators of the game because they've captured the essence and the magic.
Absolutely, well done. Do you know that's the thing I love about this kind of game, because if you're not an experienced gamer, and it's not strictly about how quick you are with the buttons or, what your aim down sight stuff is like. There's so much to draw you in around the whole story, isn't there? And of course, for most of you guys, born from the 80s onwards, it's just such a familiar thing as well, the whole Harry Potter thing. Yeah. So, it just feels like you're coming home, which is lovely. And why it's, still, I think even this week, it's still number one. It's an absolute massive seller.
It doesn't surprise me. It's so accessible. Like I said, a little kid can pick it up and run around Hogwarts, not really doing anything, but go, oh, look, I'm a wizard, And an adult can get into the game and go, oh, that storyline's pretty interesting. Why would I? Who do I side with? What do I do? It's really cool.
Ray, you've not played it yet, have you?
Yes, I have played it. Yeah, I probably got about a quarter or a third of it done, but I got it. Remember, I think I was gonna wait for you. We were supposed to wait to play it on the same day, and I just seen all these shows and reviews, and I said, you know what, I can't wait. Yeah. I got it on this. Yeah, and so, but I love it. It's amazing. It's an amazing game. It's a good game.
It is good. Because I own it, what I tend to do is if I rent games or if there are games that come up on Game Pass and stuff, I tend to give them priority because you don't know how long you're going to have them for. So if I own a game, I just think like I own Disney Dreamlight. It doesn't matter how I can play it over 4 or 5 years, which is what I probably do with Hogwarts. But it is definitely up my street. Thank you so much as always, William. Brilliant tips, my friend. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if you want to find every secret in the game, you're looking at well over 100 hours. I am sure. I am sure.
What? Wow, that's amazing. Well, it's definitely, and I'm so. And how far in? How is Sierra near the end now, or is she?
She is about halfway through, or a little more. She's absolutely loving it though. I'm not sure if she's gonna like 100% the game by any stretch, but she is gonna complete it though, and she's finding the story fantastic. So
that's good. That's good. I know it's a massive favorite. I don't know anybody that has it that don't love it. So hat off to those dudes as well, because it was a bit of a risk, wasn't it? That's not something they'd done before. Yes. This was well out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, so well done. I mean, it released so polished as well. I mean, a few little teeny tiny bugs here and there, but nothing that needed a day one patch or you couldn't play it. Really, really, really well done.
Brilliant stuff. Right, let's move on to this. Oh, Ray. No, I'm
All-
a bit. Let me change the name.
Oh,
Go, Ray. Go, Ray.
All
mi,
right,
fa, sol, la,
guys.
ti,
So
do.
today I am praising my good friend. I was actually on a show with him last night. Ghost Strat and Ghost
Woohoo.
Strat, uh, amazing streamer. He does a lot. He does Luna. He does GFN. He used to do Stadia when Stadia was around, but he also does PlayStation 5. Let me just show you a little video of him playing some game footage. Let me click on this right here. He loves playing Fortnite.
Are you
Oh,
going to
wow.
subscribe as well to that one, Ray?
hey, he might be one of them. He's got two.
I'm in live. So wait a minute. Hold on. Before you go there, he's also Ghost Strats on Twitch, and I watch him on Twitch. I just found out this morning he also has a YouTube. So once again, shout out to
I'm
Ghost
there now, my
Strat.
friend. I'm. He's a really good guy as well, isn't he?
He's amazing. He does these custom pictures.
It's not me singing, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Might want to mute the stream, right? It was lovely though. He
It
was
very pleasant.
lovely.
It was very pleasant.
All right. Let me. So he does these, and you can go to on his Twitter page at Ghostrats. He does these awesome, cool pictures of, like, if he does like a Luna scene, he'll show his laptop with purple lights and clouds. He does GFN. I mean, I love his pictures and his photos. But huge shout out to Ghostrat. Check out. He does Fortnite. He does PlayStation games. He does GFN games. Awesome dude.
He's
So,
got
and I'm pretty-
2,400 videos on his channel. That's an achievement.
Yes. Yeah,
I
and
thought
that's
I was doing well.
and guys, he's also on Twitch too. So make sure you
Wow.
follow him on Twitch.
Does he dual stream, Ray, or does he do separate streaming on the two?
You know what? I like I said, I found out this morning he's doing the YouTube, but I've been watching him on Twitch. But I think he's doing dual.
Wow.
But definitely check out Ghost Rats.
Brilliant. No, I mean, I was actually aware of him, and I, to my shame, wasn't subscribed either, Ray, but I have now, and hopefully everybody else will as well. Big round of applause. There we go. Woohoo! Thank you, my friend.
Good.
Good.
And then join him in some Fortnites too, guys. Join him in Fortnite.
Yeah. What part of the world does he emanate from? Is he Brit?
No. He's
No?
not a Brit.
Americano?
No, he's not a Brit. I don't know. He didn't say. Guess what he says on Twitter? It says he's in the clouds.
Ah, well, there you go. Good man. That's
He
what we
is
like.
in-
And
he's in-
there he
he's in the
is.
cloud.
Woohoo! He's
in the
now
cloud.
in the chat. Hey, well done, Ghost Strats. Most
Ghost
deserved,
Strat,
my
man.
friend.
You shout out,
is,
man.
he is in the
Shout out.
state of Connecticut. There you go.
There you go.
He is in
There
Connecticut.
you go.
Yeah. Wow.
There you go.
Nice one. Well, you've got my subscription, my friend. And hopefully we'll get you a few more as well before the evening is out. So good on you, dude. 2,400 videos. That's freaking amazing. That's an output. That is. Wowza.
Yes, it is.
Ray, thank you so much, my friend. An
Not
absolute
a problem. Not
gorgeous one there. Let's get ourselves back to the farewell moment of the show. Just breathe with me, fellas. There we go. William, your operation must be coming up soon, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Actually, this Tuesday coming up, I'll be missing the show because I have an appointment with the L surgeon to find out some
Not
more
the
information.
elf surgeon, is he a little
No.
fella?
Hi-ho! It's 50 that we go!
I'm just climbing up your leg.
Yeah. Hopefully that little definitely. I'll be going to see him and getting much more information. So I'll know a heck of a lot more this Tuesday coming up.
Good. Oh, good for you, my friend. I hope it goes well for you. I know this is a kind of precursor, but good stuff. And I think your mum is also going to be having some treatment
She
as well.
already did.
She's
She
had
is-
it. Oh, good.
Yeah, she's on the mend. She's
Brilliant.
it helped her quite a
Brilliant.
bit. So
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. But other than that, what have you got lined up for the rest of the week?
well, later today, I'm going to be doing a man cave talking about the finale of The Last of Us at 4:30, and let's see. I'm going to be streaming Wednesday something, and then Friday I'm going to be streaming some Among Us. So
Ooh, Sons of the Forest, bringing that back out.
yeah, we played it Monday yesterday. So
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely. We all saved our game, and you can get, what is it, Ray? 8 people in the Sons of the Forest.
8 people in Sons of the Forest.
Wow.
Eight.
Can you change how your character looks, or have you just get given a no? Because I did
not
think
sure.
Ray's was not particularly Ray looking.
No, everybody was like, duh, I know that's not me.
Oh, the funniest thing I watched it was when everybody had disappeared, and William said, "Ray, come on, we've moved on. I'm picking stuff up on the beaches."
Maker Chaos kept killing me.
Oh,
you know,
so
you
what's
can't
he
kill,
like, Ray?
you can't kill your partners too. So I
What
kept
is he
dying.
like?
Oh, it is on GFN, David. I'm almost positive it is.
Yes, no, it is.
Yeah,
Sons
yeah,
of the Forest.
yes, it is on GFN. That's where I played.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the game looks actually brilliant. Like the
does.
way you can chop wood and stuff and interact with the other people that are, on
It
the
looks
beach.
superb.
It's really cool.
And
I've got
guys,
the
don't-
original one. I'm
Don't
really
pay
starting.
full price. There's Fanatical. Oh my god, I have.
Mm.
I think I bought like maybe about 4 games on Fanatical, and I'm enjoying it. I mean, there's deals. Look up the deals.
Yeah, there's a link down there in the description to Fanatical as well. Yes, very good. Very, very good. And Raymond,
Yeah,
what treats you?
tonight. Usually I do Luna. I'm gonna kind of like switch from Luna. I'm gonna do some PlayStation Plus tonight, and I'm playing the Quarry or whatever the hell you call it tonight.
Quarry.
Quarry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm playing the Quarry tonight.
Yeah, Ray was saying query, and I was like, that's different.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And,
You're just
and
asking
then,
loads of questions.
and then also me and Vet's back with his arm. Poor guy. I seen his cast, and he's like,
Is he still? Oh, I thought he had it. I thought he had the cast off by now.
nah, he's got this
wow.
this sleeve or something on. But we're back doing our sports show tonight. Sports Talk 101. So we'll be talking about football tonight. And then Saturday I do Wreckfest with all my wonderful friends.
Yeah.
Then Sunday, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a GFN game. I haven't decided yet. We'll see about Thursday on the GFN blog.
Awesome. I am finishing Atomic Heart after the show. Mrs. Rokk is in London at a home exhibition. So she won't be home for a few hours. So I'm going to finish Atomic Heart. That's going to be my thing today. So I'm looking, and then there's Chia. Chia's gone live on PlayStation, I think, hasn't it? It was supposed to be a Stadia exclusive, but on all accounts, a very good game. So I'll have a look at
You
that
guys,
as well.
you're gonna have fun. There's a ukulele where you're hitting the buttons and you play a ukulele. No, I saw that. Are you okay? Oh no.
It's bleeding, Ray.
Oh no. Oh no.
ASMR with Rock.
Rock, I found. We'll talk after, but I think we got a new show for you that you can do.
The bleeding tongue.
You know, we'll get you 2 microphones.
Sorry, Ray. What were you saying when my tongue got in the way?
What was I saying? I have no idea. Your slurp sound kind of just like, yeah, kind of threw me off there.
Oh my lord.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Well, yeah. So Atomic Heart. That's what I'm going to be playing. And oh no, you were saying about a Chia, weren't you?
Yeah, there's a ukulele where you get to play the ukulele, and you get to hit the buttons, and it's awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to give that a go. It looks good. If you've got PlayStation, I mean, you could buy it, but it's I think it's only on PlayStation for a while, isn't it? I think.
Plus,
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I'm going to go and talk to PlayStation now anyway, because I want to know where my refund got to for the PSVR 2.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's a load of cash right up there. Fellas, thank you so much. Fantastic show. Thank you, chat, as well. Awesome as always.
Yeah.
Lovely to... we'll be back to normal time next week, but it's going to be a Rock and Ray show by the sound of things. So, yeah, we'll have to get a two-man template in place, Ray.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
Yeah.
And we'll have to... What are we going to do about tips?
Yeah, I don't know. Ray has a tip. If he'll pull it out, he's got a couple.
What?
That sounded off.
What? Yeah,
No tip.
Wow.
I'm not showing my tip.
Talking about chorizo sausages in the most discreet,
Chorizo.
family-friendly
Oh,
way.
yes. Yes, that was hilarious. Ray was... Never mind. You'd have to go watch the stream.
Well, yeah, you must go and watch. You must watch these guys. Fellas, thank you so much. Have a fantastic rest of the week. Hope it goes well next Tuesday,
fun.
my friend, as well.
Have fun playing Diablo.
Diablo. Oh, yes. Diablo. Got to appear there as well, haven't we? Take care, guys. Thank you, chat. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Oh, hang on. Where's it gone?
Oh!